Good evening. I've had a bunch of conversations with a bunch of people lately about online lessons and whatnot like that. And I'm not talking about Skype or FaceTime lessons. What I'm talking about is the straight video lessons that are available. Now, I'm not saying they're a bad thing. However, there are some drawbacks. Number one, you can't get feedback from your teacher as to how you're doing. So if you're just learning to play, if you're a beginner, I suggest beginner to intermediate, I suggest going to a real teacher that you can sit in front of so you can actually get feedback on what you're doing. All the lessons in the world, if you're doing them wrong, aren't going to do you any good. And it's not like the lessons.com site that you're on, they're going to be able to actually give you feedback and correct problems before they become bigger problems. So, with that in mind, my suggestion is find yourself a teacher to get you a good physical basis, get your basics together so you're at a point that you can then move on in the event that's what you deem necessary to go online and then continue your study. However, like I said, the downside number one, there's no way the video instructor can correct your problems. Downside number two, refer to number one. Getting a good solid basis on getting your hands and your motor skills to begin working in fretboard knowledge can only be accomplished really with someone in front of you helping you and guiding you through that. Once you hit a certain point, online lessons are phenomenal. But if nothing else, find somebody via Skype that you can work with and there can be an interaction with, because you also can't ask questions to a video. Um, that's my that's my thought of the moment. But after talks with a bunch of people over the last few days about this, we all agree. So I figured I'd be the one to put it out there. When in fact you're going to learn to play an instrument, find yourself a teacher that you can sit in front of till you're at a point where you're at least somewhat competent with your hands and mechanics so you can actually take advantage of the video lesson. Have a great evening.